So I had to sit down for this. Shout out to everyone who's taken the time to watch my videos, who's taken the time to like my video, to subscribe, to comment. Shout out to everyone who, I've saw in the stadium over the past couple days. Like, y'all have been so gracious, and having the opportunity to be here in Jamaica for this night was absolutely legendary. Absolutely legendary. Listen, we just witnessed history on multiple occasions between the women's 100 meters with Shelly-Ann as well as the men's 100 meters with Kishane Thompson. I mean, let's start off with Kishane Thompson running 9.75 seconds in the 100 meters dash here in Jamaica. That is the fastest time since 2015, since Justin Gatlin had run 9.74. He now kind of breaks into that, he breaks over a barrier where we had seen Trayvon Bromell, Fred Curley, as well as Christian Coleman all run 9.76. We saw Kishane Thompson run 9.77. Noah Lyles had run 9.79. We had seen all those marks over the past kind of few years in this current generation. But Kishane Thompson has broken through and is now approaching what we've seen in the Usain Bolt era. And shout out to Usain Bolt, he was actually here. I had the privilege of once again speaking with Usain Bolt one-on-one. We spoke about Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, and that was, a legendary situation. I'll talk about that in a second. But again, Kishane Thompson, 9.75 seconds to get the 100 meters here. In the semifinals, he had run 9.80 with a massive blazing start from the blocks. He then had this is the semifinals, he was like looking around in the second half, just like he had done in previous races in 2024, but he looked absolutely comfortable. Amazing first phase. In the final, he didn't look as strong coming out of the blocks, right, relative to the rest of the field, but he was able to pull away and leave the rest of the field, just leave them, really showing the Kishane Thompson that I think we all knew. This is one of the reasons why at the top of the year, I've personally been saying that Kishane Thompson is my, favorite for the gold medal because of how he does approach his season. Now, he is running more frequently than he has in previous years, but I like the fact that he is still being measured and making slow and steady progress throughout the 2025 season. He'll be running in Prefontaine next week, but I love how Kishane is executing right now. I spoke to him afterwards. Check out the interview on the Citius Mag YouTube channel. He actually was very in tune on the things that he does need to fix on his execution and the technical aspects of his race and what he really is working towards as he, of course, approaches the 2025 World Championships in Tokyo to get the gold medal. Here's a few clips.
With newfound speed, it kind of make the phases of the run a bit tricky. I've been working on my transition, my drive phase, my maintenance at the end of the race, but due to because I got faster, I'm still trying to put together a better race. Honestly, that wasn't really the best execution I have done in training or at American. But step by step, we'll get there.
Kishane, 9.75 is a really impactful time. I wonder if you were planning and expected to run that, and if you kind of understand the gravity of how fast that is.
To be honest to myself, I don't think I'm ever gonna surprise myself. I know how capable I am. For me, it's just to understand my speed a bit more and trust it. Get the execution down to the dotted I and the cross of the T. Yeah, I'm that confident. I don't think if I even broke the rail record, it will surprise me, honestly. Really? I'm gonna just put that out there. I'm not just working to not accomplish things. I work because I want to win. I want to achieve certain goals, all the accolades. So yeah, that's just me.
And on top of that, him, being more comfortable with the fact that he's running more often. He also even says that he feels like nothing would surprise him at this point, where even if he ran a world record tonight, he would have not been surprised at that. Obviously, a world record is insane, but the fact that he feels very comfortable about how he's, what he's doing in his training and how he's executing, and it's actually producing the results on the track. I think that's really important for an athlete to be really aware. That makes an athlete very, very dangerous. And someone like Kishane, who, in my opinion, since last year, I've been saying that he probably has the highest ceiling of almost any athlete, in my opinion, right now. I think that it's dangerous. Man, it's dangerous. So shout out to Kishane Thompson in that 100. On the men's 100 as well, Oblique Seville. Now, in the semifinals, Oblique Seville looked comfortable. In the heats, he looked comfortable. Semifinals, he looked comfortable once again. What he ran, 9.82 or 9.83 seconds? I don't have the results right on me. But in the final, just before they go off, right? But just before they introduce the athletes, they're about to get in the blocks and all that, Oblique Seville, he gets injured or something happens to him, right? And I'm standing closer by the finish line, so I can't exactly see on the start. I do see it on like the big screen, but Oblique Seville gets injured and he's like, there's a massive delay. He's like laying on the track. He's frustrated and all that. But this speaks to his grit, his determination, his focus, and his drive to be the best that he can be. Oblique Seville lined up got in the blocks, lined up on the track, and ran himself to a spot on the Jamaican team to the World Championships. 9.83 seconds. The time to me for Oblique Seville is absolutely irrelevant. Absolutely irrelevant because of what he just went through to be able to get on that line and actually finish 9.83 seconds. I say the time is irrelevant, but considering his personal best is what, 9.81 seconds from last year? Like, man, shout out to Oblique Seville. Shout out to everything that he's gone through, the ups and downs, the setbacks. It seems like almost every year throughout his career, he's been dealing with injuries, but still been able to show up. I know it's going to be a tough battle to get onto the podium at the World Championships, but just being here and see him compete at these national championships, this was awe-inspiring. This was a testament to, to Oblique Seville. And, I showed the clip already. I'll put it up again, but like he ran, once he crossed the line, ran on the track, he ripped off his jersey. Like he was so happy. He was so elated because of what he just went through. Shout out to Oblique Seville. And then Akeem Blake, 9.88 seconds. Someone correct me, but I think that's his personal best, right? He had run 9.89 seconds a few years back, 9.88 seconds to get third place. Everyone, including myself, had been saying Brian Lavelle, especially considering what he just did, in the heats. And then in the semifinals, Brian Lavelle ran 9.94 seconds. He ran a personal best. I thought that he was going to make the team. Akeem Blake stepped up, showed out. I mean, it's the big three. It is the big three for Jamaica. Kishane Thompson, Oblique Seville, Akeem Blake going on to the Tokyo World Championships. And I know we still have a lot to go when we get to the World Championships, but like Kishane, to me, he's my gold medal favorite. Who knows what may happen after that? Like, who knows? But we don't talk about that another time. Shout out to those three. Women's side. Now, this was it. Also, if you haven't already, there is, of course, the documentary that myself, Sidious Mag, we were able to put together on my experience out at Champs early this year. Go check it out. It's linked in the description. Absolutely amazing. Shout out to Mike. He was able to put this documentary together, put so much hard work to put this together. Amazing thing you need to check out. Really an immersive experience, that I had at Champs while here in Kingston back in March. So do be sure to check that out. Listen, semifinals was a big deal. Tia Clayton, 9.86 seconds in the semifinals. Quick note, complete misstep on my part. Every single time that I say 9 seconds for the women, just imagine I'm saying 10 seconds. I was still thinking about the men's times in my mind. 10 seconds for the women. Sorry about that. Let's get back to it. Tina Clayton, sorry, the lights went off. I got to get out of here soon. Oh, and the lights are off. All right. Tina Clayton, I'm gonna still record, but Tina Clayton ran, she run 9.91. Someone fact check me on the timing. Shericka Jackson, she ran 9.9. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, she was able to get through, I think with 10.02 or something like that. So all of the big players actually did get through, but we did actually get into those finals, and it was a massive upset. We actually saw Tina Clayton get the win for the Jamaican National Championships, running a best of 9.81 seconds in the 100 meters. That is by far a personal best. She got the win here comfortably. 9.81 seconds for Tina Clayton. Shericka Jackson ran 9.88 seconds, showing that she is looking to be back in some good form. Then Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. What she run? 9.91 seconds for third place to solidify her spot on the World Championship team to Tokyo. Another team. This is where I say that for Shelly-Ann, it's really hard to ever count her out. It is really hard to ever count her out. Since 2008, every team that Shelly-Ann has actually attempted to make, she has been on that team. Every single team. I could run it down, but literally from 2008, she's made every single team. This is a testament to her ability to show up and show out when it counts the most. And of course, I'm putting the clips up now, so you're probably watching it, but like the ovation that Shelly-Ann was able to get after, getting on the team, I'm gonna be completely honest, in the stadium, people actually forgot who won and who finished second. People low-key did forget that Tina Clan and that Shericka Jackson had finished first and second. I think even the announcer had actually said it. But it just speaks to how beloved Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is. Shout out to a lot of y'all. I was speaking to y'all in the stadium and kind of outside. Some of y'all were talking about how legendary Shelly-Ann is and how much she's appreciated in the world of track and field, and especially in Jamaica. So to see her win or a spot onto the World Championship team the last time that she's competing here in Jamaica, I mean, you couldn't ask for more. You literally couldn't ask for more. Yeah, she could have won. She could have run, I don't know, 10-7, but like it's hard to really put these things into words. And shout out to Usain Bolt. I spoke to Bolt before Shelly ran, and he was giving her so much praise. Here's a quick clip. You feel maybe like really connected to her, considering Beijing 2008, both of y'all won that 100 gold and continued on your careers like that?
Definitely. I think we came through the ranks together. I think over the years we won in the juniors, we kind of came to the seniors, did great together, I retired early. She showed that I should have stayed longer. But I'm very proud of her. She has done wonderful for the country. I'm really proud of her, and this is my opportunity to get to see her run last time. Hopefully I can go to the World Championship this year and also see that race.
Okay. So, man, that was a big deal for Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. I mean, the ovation, and even afterwards, she said that she blocked out all the noise, even knowing that this is her final time competing in Jamaica. Like, she blocked out that noise and just focused on competing. She just focused on being the best athlete that she can be and doing what she needed to do. Even if she didn't win, she felt like she was going to be satisfied. Here's a few clips from the interview that you can check out on City Smag as well.
My final race in Jamaica. Let me repeat that.
And how was it focusing for this race with all the support?
Honestly, it was pretty much the same, to be honest. I have a goal and I have a task and I have a job to do. And that's to come out here and to run my race. Everything else is noise, and I have to block that noise out to get to my race and to do my best. After that, then I can, marvel in the celebration and look forward to what's to come. But really and truly, the focus was just to execute a good race. And I knew the field was going to be challenging, and I knew that, okay, I had to get out. My starts haven't been popping as usual, but that's room to fix. And for me, I never count myself out. I'm always grateful to God for the talent and just the desire and sheer grit and determination that He has given me. So I'm looking forward to representing Jamaica again for one last time.
So again, these were just the moments that really did resonate from this second day at the Jamaican National Championships. Kishane Thompson, 9.75 seconds to become, one of the fastest in history. Now, he's only behind Usain Bolt, Johan Blake, Tyson Gay, Asafa Powell, Justin Gatlin. He is now number 6 all-time with his 9.75. That is a big deal. That is a massive deal. Massive deal. Oblique Seville, overcoming injury at the start, to be able to actually step up and get onto the team. Akeem Blake, also overcoming maybe, people overlooking him, people, hyping up Brian Lavelle, people like myself, right? But he overcame that and actually showed up and showed out. On the women's side, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, making the team, making her final World Championship team. She was very specific that this is her final time competing at the National Stadium. I don't know what that means. Then you had Shericka Jackson, overcoming injuries at the early parts of the season to now go to the World Championships to contest the double, the 100 and the 200. Remember, she has a wild card in the 200. And then finally, Tina Clan. She was a little disappointed that she didn't get to make the team with her sister. Tia Clan, I didn't even mention, but she unfortunately pulled up midway through the race, despite the really strong performance of 10.86 that she had. But regardless, Tina Clan, one of the Clan twins, shows up, shows out. I mean, you still have the generation of Sharika and Shelly, but Tina Clayton and Tia last year, I mean, they're kind of like stepping up. Who knows what's gonna happen, man. Shout out to all y'all. I mean, again, be sure to like, you know, comment below what your favorite thing from the night was. I mean, again, this was a legendary performance. Check out the interview clips with Tina Clayton, with Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, with Kishane Thompson. Check those out on the City Smack YouTube channel. And yeah, we still got a couple days of, you know, Jamaican trials. 2 more days left. This is good. Again, shout out to all of y'all. Y'all been showing me so much love here in the stadium. So much love. So can't thank y'all enough. So yeah, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Always truly appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching.